You're way too far away. La 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 la. Do you want some? No, that's mine. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and I hope you're all having a lovely day. So today I just thought it's a nice day outside. I would just come out and I thought I'd just do a little get to know me video. And I thought I would do like a 20 question sort of get to know me sort of thing. Alright, so my first question is, what does your name mean? My name is Manette. I don't think it means, actually no, I think it does mean something. It means, I think in France they call their cats Manette. Like it doesn't mean cat, because that's like chat or something, but it means like it's a common, it's like how you'd name your dog Rover. They name their cats Manette, I think. Or it's just completely wrong and I just have no idea because I don't speak French. So the next question, are you named after anyone? Well, actually my sister wanted to name me Minnie because of Minnie Mouse. And then my parents were like, well, we can't really just name you Minnie because that's like too, you can like shorten it to Minnie. So they kind of thought of a name that went with, that like I could be called Minnie, so that's why my nickname's Minnie. But so I guess I'm kind of named after Minnie Mouse. That ain't bad, I don't mind, she's a queen. Okay, so my dog is back. She decided that she actually did want to be here. Thank you Lupin. She's named after Lupin from Harry Potter. So where are you from? I'm from Melbourne, Victoria, which is in quite a bit of a debacle right now with the isolation stuff. But yeah, I do love Melbourne so much. And you realize how much you love Melbourne once you like leave and come back. I feel like that's the case with like every hometown that you ever, because you just love the place that you grew up in. I think I would definitely live here forever. Like I would love to grow up my kids. Grow up my kids? Is that English? Is that English, Lips? I think I'd love to grow up. I mean, I think I would love to have my kids grow up as Melburnians. Where did you grow up? I grew up in Melbourne. I grew up in South Yarra, which is a really nice little area, but we moved. So we're a little bit out now from the city, but we're still close enough. It's like a really good area. And yeah, I honestly could just talk about how great Melbourne is all the time. Like maybe when everything starts opening up, I should do like Melbourne vlogs, because I could talk about how great Melbourne is for years. There's so many places to go out, so many things to do. Do you know how often I'm like just filled with things to do and like you're like, it's so great. I love it here. And like I also think that when like you live somewhere and all your friends are in that one spot, it's always just like better. I don't know, because I've lived in other places and it's just, maybe it's because you've got less friends. I don't know. Okay, I'm really sorry, I've changed the angles again. I'm a mess. I just thought that I wanted to be centered. So, scoot along, little dog. What's your biggest accomplishment? Whew. I did go on exchange. I went on exchange for 6 months in Berlin, and that was honestly probably the biggest thing that I've ever done. And that takes a lot of guts. Like it was so scary, like moving away from my family. It's not even like I'd moved out yet. Like I still live with my family. I still live like with all my friends and everything. Like going away was a really big deal. And I went when I was 21. I'm only 22. It was literally the end of last year. But it took a lot. Like it was a lot. But I mean, maybe I could literally talk about it for ages. So like maybe I could do a video on like my exchange experience, because honestly there's so many things about Berlin that I could ramble on forever, because it's literally amazing there. I love it so much. What's your biggest fear? I don't know if I want to tell everyone what my biggest fear is, because then people could use it against me. But it's spiders. I hate them. It's not even a fear at this point. It is a phobia, and I don't even want to talk about it, because, and the worst part is that I made, when I was, how old was I? Probably about 4. I was watching Harry Potter and I was like, Ron is so cute. Like I love Ron so much that I'm going to pretend that I'm scared of spiders so that I'm his eligible gal. And then I don't know what happened, it just became a real thing, and then now I'm terrified, and I wish I never did it to myself, because I wasn't scared, and then I was just like, I want to be like Ron. Why? Who is your favorite actor? My favorite actor, it used to be, I don't know who it used to be, but I didn't really have one for a while. Recently, I've actually been going through like every single movie that Brad Pitt is in, and he is an amazing actor. Like I love him as an actor. I actually don't even think he's that attractive. Like, I don't know why, it's just not. I think that Leonardo is way more attractive. Sorry to everyone who's on the Brad team. Well, my favorite movie, is that a question? I don't know, but my favorite movie is Fight Club. 100%. I could watch that every night, every day, constantly. Love that movie. It is, if you haven't seen it, go and see it, because it will change your life. It'll change your life forever. It's so good. And then, like, I love the Oceans movies. The Oceans movies, I just love like all the heists and stuff. I started by watching the girl one, the new girl one, and it was amazing, and I was like, I should watch the other ones. And then Brad Pitt was in it, and it just kept getting better and better and better and better. So yeah, go through all of Brad Pitt's movies and then come back to me. Who's your favorite actress? I don't know why, but I'm like more into actors. Like, I don't really care if an actress is in something, really. Oh, I love Margot Robbie. I think Margot Robbie is really good. She's actually very talented. I didn't think that she was for a while there. I don't know why. I think it's because she's Australian. So I just like kind of like had a preconceived idea that she was meh. But no, she's very talented. Really love her. Love Harley Quinn. She's mint. Who's your favorite celebrity? There's no point lying here. My favorite celebrity is Justin Bieber. He is and always will be the love of my life. So, who's your favorite musician? Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber is still the love of my life, and he will always be number one above everyone. What is your all-time favorite town or city? Why? I went to New York when I was fresh out of high school, and it was like the first year out of high school, and I went alone for 5 weeks, and it is one of my favorite places ever. It's like you're living on a movie set, and it's so beautiful, it's so nice. I love it. Another place that I have like a fond little place in my heart for is London. Like, London is beautiful, and I just love British people. I love British people. Like, if everyone just sounded like Harry Styles, the world would be a better place. Am I right, or am I right? Oh, and then also, like, I love Berlin and Melbourne because of exchange and stuff. But I don't know if you just find like a little like place for somewhere that you've lived. I think that that's just what happens, you know? And my parents lived in London. I didn't live with them. They lived with my sister in London for a bit. So maybe that's why. It's a little piece of the family tree. What's your favorite social media channel? Well, I'm gonna go with Instagram as my platform right now. My favorite person to follow is Corinna Irby. She is so inspirational. She's just so like, she's like the body positivity queen. She just makes me feel like it doesn't matter what you look like, but it actually doesn't matter. Like, you just need to love yourself. Who cares? Seeing someone who is like really similar, like cellulite on your legs and on your bum and like stretch marks on your tummy, like, it's fine, and she rocks it. Who is the worst boss you've ever had? I'm not gonna say where I worked, but I had one of the worst bosses. Yeah, I used to have this boss that was just the worst human possible, and I feel bad because some of my like really close friends are still working there, and it's just like, it's such a bad environment. And like, she put out the roster like the day before you're supposed to be in, and like, you're not getting paid as a casual. Like, oh, she was just awful, and she just didn't care. Do you remember your dreams? Yes, I have such vivid dreams and nightmares, and it's so bad. Like, I mean, this one time I was at my best friend's house. I was sleeping over, and like I was having this dream where I was like stuck in a bed, and like stuff was falling down on me, so I needed to get out of this bed. But then in real life I was trying to get out of the bed, and my best friend was like pulling me back, so I was like stuck. And then I was like screaming on the top of my lungs, and her parents come running in, and I'm like dying. And then I finally woke up, and I was like huffing and puffing, and it was just a mess. It's so scary. I do that way too often, and it's like I just wake up screaming, or I wake up just like standing in the corner of my room. Do you have a whole lot of acquaintances, or just a very few close friends? I have a very few close friends, I think. I have like a lot of friends that I would consider to be my friends and like my close friends. So yeah, I've got my best friend, my boyfriend, and then my cousin, and they're like my three. And then I have like all my other friends who are like, that like some of them are really close to me, like they are really close, but I would always consider myself to be a, like, I keep it tight, and I keep it like tight knit, and I don't know, I'm not the kind of person that has like millions of friends, just because I just personally don't keep up with everyone, which is awful. But like I have a few friends, like a few from like that job I was talking about, and like uni, and like exchange, and they're like my, like, I mean, maybe they are best friends. I don't know, maybe I've just got like a warped view of what's like your best friend and stuff, but I kind of always just think that I've got like my three. What medical conditions do you have? Well, I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is a connective tissue disorder, which is like a little bit intense, but like maybe I could do a whole video on it. It's like there's so many stories and things like that that come with it. Yeah, like that's been a pretty big part of my life actually. Like a lot of really intense medical things have happened, and like maybe I could do like a little story time about all of that, because like it's pretty interesting. And like I think Sia has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and then I'm pretty sure that Jim Carrey has it. I used to go around school being like, I have the same skin as Jim Carrey, but I don't actually really know if he has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. But I mean, if he did, that made me so happy, because he is honestly the best comedian to walk this planet. So, but yeah, it's a pretty like intense thing. I've got like scars up my legs, and like a few other scars and things like that. So like there's definitely a lot there. Yeah, like I've had stitches. I've had like surgeries, including stitches, I think 24 times. So, you know. So yeah, I could talk about that a bit if you guys wanted a story time. Alright, so that's the end. I've answered most of the questions. I've answered all of the questions. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys all have a lovely day whenever you are watching this. Mwah. Thanks.